What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, today we are going to debunk the great deception regarding 3-division world champion, undefeated Japanese superstar boxer NAOYA INOUE, who is 23 wins, no losses, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout. He is 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, being better than and ranked higher than undefeated, newly crowned 3-belt unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be top 2 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in ERROL the True Spence Jr. ERROL Spence Jr. is now 28 wins, no losses, no draw. He is 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. With that said, NAOYA INOUE is ranked on most people, just about everybody's pound-for-pound list, which is subject to opinion, higher than that of ERROL Spence Jr., right? And the reason that, ERROL Spence Jr. is ranked below INOUE is going to be debunked right now, okay? And show you that ERROL Spence should not be ranked below NAOYA INOUE. NAOYA Inoue is a very good fighter, okay? He is from Japan, and he's a 3-division world champion. And so, and he's the unified bantamweight world champion right now, right? And so because of that, many people, they hang their hat on that and they say, well, he's a 3-division world champion. ERROL Spence is a 1-division world champion. Well, first, let me start off by saying this. The higher you go up in weight, the more risk you are taking. Hence the reason that the heavyweight division is the greatest division in boxing history, because it's the limitless weight division. And once you get to that limitless weight, one punch can change everything. So as you go up in weight, right, the more risk you are taking, okay? And as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing, okay? So, with that said, ERROL Spence Jr. is a unified champion. Yes, he's a 1-division champion, but he's a unified champion. Now, here's where it gets very tricky. Because NAOYA INOUE, he definitely deserves to be top 5 pound for pound. He just don't deserve to be ahead of ERROL Spence on the list. And here's the reason why. Okay, again, like I stated, and I can't reiterate this enough, as you go up in weight, the more risk you're taking. That's why it's applauded with guys like legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. It's applauded and celebrated that Manny Pacquiao moved up so many weight classes, 8 to be exact. It's really 7, because one of the weight classes he never won. Actually, 2 of the weight classes he's never won the actual major sanction belt. But nonetheless, he's listed as the 8-division champion. The reason he's celebrated because Manny Pacquiao, at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, was able to take on guys who are much bigger than him, take on much bigger risks, and he was able to defy the odds. That's the reason why he's celebrated. That's the reason why when you're a multi-division world champion, it's celebrated. And Manny Pacquiao, like Inoue, is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Manny Pacquiao, like Inoue, started at 108 pounds. But Inoue is a world champion at 112, 115, and 118. That's a total of 6 pounds, people. I'm going to say it to you again. NAOYA Monster Inoue is a world champion in 3 divisions, yes. But 3 divisions is separated by 6 pounds. 6 pounds, okay? That's not even one weight class when you get to the higher weights, or it equals about 1. Okay, if you jump from 135 to 140, that's 1 weight class. For Inoue, he jumped from 112 to 118. That's a total of 6 pounds, and that's 3 divisions. That made him a 3-division champion. Not to take anything from him, I'm just going to debunk the notion that he's better than ERROL Spence in this video. Okay? Marvelous Marvin Hagler He was a one division world champion, a legend, an icon, the late, great, iconic Hall of Fame superstar, marvelous Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler was a one division world champion. Okay? And he's an icon. Because the risk, the fights that he fought. Inoue has not fought the risk of Errol Spence have fought. Okay? Now, he did beat Nonito Donaire, who's an icon, a legend, a 3-division Hall of Famer, 4-division Hall of Famer, I believe. You know, Nonito Donaire was past his prime the first time Monster Inoue beat him, and he was definitely past his prime this last time at 40 years of age. He was just somebody who was defying the odds and staying in shape and staying active. And because of his talent, he was able to beat guys and surprise, winning the WBC title and things of that nature. But Inoue is a special talent, so I'm not taking that from him. So you're not going to be 40 years old and compete and beat against Inoue. Now, you may get away with that against other guys, but that's not going to happen against Inoue, okay? So with that said, right, Inoue has never faced a guy, because the best opposition and biggest name he's ever faced is Nonito Donaire. That's the biggest name he's faced, Nonito Donaire. So, with that said, right, he's never faced the competition that Errol Spence has faced. Because Nonito Donaire, when they fought the first time, I believe he was 37. And when they fought the second time, I believe he was 40. So the first time they fought, I believe he was 37 years of age. So he was way past his prime. That was back in 2019, yeah, 3 years ago. So he's about 37 years of age, okay? And he was seen to, when he won the world title again, and when he even made it to the finals against Inoue, that being Donaire, in the Super 6 tournament, right? He was seen to be past his prime. It was a shocker that he even made it that far, right? So he didn't fight a prime Nonito Donaire, and that's the biggest name on his resume. That's the biggest risk on his resume, right? Errol Spence has faced a legit 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, who was absolutely in his prime and considered top 5 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in Mikey Garcia. When Mikey Garcia faced Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia was considered to be top 5 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He's a legit 4-division champion, winning the world title at 126, 130, okay? That's 4 pounds, 135 and 140, okay? So Mikey Garcia, just going from 126 to 130, that nearly equaled Inoue's 3-division jump with 6 pounds. So Mikey Garcia moved up 1 division, and it was a 4-pound jump. Inoue moved up 3 divisions, and it was only a 6-pound jump total. In total, right? Then Mikey Garcia went from 30 to 35. That's a 5-pound jump, 1 weight class. Again, in total, Inoue jumped up 3 weight classes, total 6 pounds. Then Mikey Garcia went from 35 to 40, another 5 pounds. Right? So when he started at 26 to go to 40, that's 14-pound jump for Mikey Garcia. So if you count the 3 divisions for Mikey Garcia from 26 to 35, that's nearly a 10-pound, that's a 9-pound jump in weight. Inoue jumped 3 weight classes in this 6-pound jump. Right? Then Errol Spence faced a 2-time welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, and Showtime Shawn Porter, who in my eyes is a first ballot Hall of Famer, who fought everybody, was never blown out in any fight, was competitive in his losses. Inoue has never fought a guy like Shawn Porter and a risk like Shawn Porter. Errol Spence, for his first world title opportunity, he went to the UK for his first title opportunity in front of 50,000 screaming fans to fight British superstar IBF welterweight world champion Special K Kell Brook in hostile environment for his first world title opportunity. Then he faced off against 2-division world champion, Puerto Rican superstar boxer Danny Swift Garcia, coming off a 14-month layoff and suffering a horrific car accident. Now, Danny Garcia, he jumped from 140, okay, from 140 to 147. That's 7 pounds. That's a pound more than Inoue going 3 weight classes. Again, he won the world title at 112, 115, that's 3 pounds, then 118, that's 3 more pounds. That's a total of 6 pounds in 3 weight classes. And he's 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis is a 3-division champion. Gervonta Tank Davis moved up from 130, 126 to 130, 135, and 140. And he fought Leo Santa Cruz, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer who's a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, at 130. Then Gervonta Tank Davis jumped from 130 all the way up to 140 to fight Mario Barrios, who's the regular champion. But and he's 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Right? So in Inoue, yes, he has a slight build frame, for sure. But Errol Spence, these are the guys that Errol Spence is fighting. The risk, one punch can change everything for Errol Spence in these weight classes. Again, the higher the weight class, the higher the risk. Thus the reason why the heavyweight division is the greatest division in boxing history. As the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. So that's what Errol Spence did. Then he suffered a broken detached retina. Came back and fought the WBA world champion Cuban star boxer Yordenis Ugas, who was coming off of a massive victory over Manny Pacquiao, in which he dominated Manny Pacquiao. And he broke Yordenis Ugas down, broke his ribs, broke his nose, and broke his orbital bone, and won and unified the belts. When Inoue fought Nonito Donaire the first time in 2019, Nonito Donaire broke Inoue's face and orbital bone. A 37-year-old Nonito Donaire. So I wanted to give the explanation to people who are, I know there's people that's joyful about it, and there's people that are not happy about it. Well, I wanted to break it down to you and show you why Inoue, yes, he's a great talent. Yes, he should be top 5 pound for pound. Yes, he's a force to be reckoned with. He needs to go up and beat unified super bantamweight world champion, 122 pound world champion, and Cool Boy Steph. Before you can get in that conversation and tell me Inoue is better than Errol Spence Jr. Got to go up there and beat Cool Boy Steph. So Errol Spence is looking to go into the biggest fight in the sport of boxing currently as it stands between himself and undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford, who's 38 wins, no losses, no draw, 29 big wins by way of knockout. He is 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. And Terrence Crawford is he has knocked out or stopped 10 of his last 11 opponents. This is who Errol Spence is facing off against. The level of opposition is different. The risk at the higher weight class is different. Thus, the reason why Errol Spence deserves to be ahead of Monster Inoue. It has nothing to do with taking anything away from Inoue or his skill set or his talent. But what Errol Spence is doing compared to what he's doing and who is he doing it against, there's no comparison. So I know I even seen ESPN had Inoue at #1 over Terrence Crawford, which is absurd. So I just wanted to break that down to you. Kudos and hats off and celebrations to Inoue, because he definitely is a great talent. But to say that he's better than Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford is ridiculous, to say the least. Everybody somebody who knows anything about the sport of boxing understands the higher you go up in weight, the more risk it is that you take. And to do what Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is doing at much higher weight compared to what Inoue is doing at a much lower weight, it's not even comparable. The glamour divisions in the sport of boxing is 135 historically. The 4th glamour division historically is 135 lightweight, 147 welterweight, 160 middleweight, and obviously the heavyweight division, limitless. There's a reason for that. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.